Today we're going to talk about the home page of the Oxnard Lafayette General Intranet, or the My LGH page. So the first thing that we're going to do is, for My Links, we're going to add a link. So you're going to click on this plus sign. We want to add this physician on call, and we would drag it over to your subscribed links. And so it should show up under your subscribed links, and then you'll press OK. After you do that, you'll see that physician on call under your My Links. When you click on that, the first thing you want to do is go under Call Schedule, click the drop box, and you'll select which facility you work at. And then it's going to pull up the physicians on call as of the date and time that you pulled it up, so you can find which specialty, who's on call, and their contact information. We never want to print this. We always want to make sure that we pull it up real time so that we're getting the right person who's on call. I'm going to X out of that. And I'm going to go a little bit lower to the Oxnard Lafayette General links. The first one is our Media Center. I'm going to click on that button, and it's going to open up a new tab with different information. Recent videos from the President's Message, recent forums. You can also scroll down more. You'll see Millennium Minutes, so updates on our Cerner system, generally speaking updates, and then also different videos. Our AIDIT, Bedside Shift Report, Admit, and Service videos will be able to be viewed from here. To go back, I'm going to click on that Oxnard Lafayette General logo, and it's going to bring me back out to that main home page. Below that, I have different cafeteria options, the menu for LGMC, LG Ortho, and UHC. By clicking on those, it would allow me to view the cafeteria menu for each of those facilities. Below that, I'm going to click on my email. The first time that you log in, it may ask you to pick your account, and you're going to validate your username or your email address. And then you would also have to enter your password and sign in. Then it's going to pull you into your email. We never want to stay signed in because these are all shared computers. And so then it's going to show you your emails. So I'm going to close out of that, and I'm going to go a little bit further down to emergency preparedness. We have to fill this out every spring, usually around April or May, and you get the reminders, but as a new hire, you're going to need to fill this out within your first 30 days. There would be 5 exemptions listed right here as to why you would not work during an emergency. So these would be: employee provides care for elderly immediate relatives who cannot care for themselves independently and requires assistance with activities of daily living. This relative would not otherwise qualify for special needs shelter. Employee provides care that cannot otherwise be delivered for an immediate relative who is handicapped or has a chronic illness. Employee has a child that is less than 6 months of age. Employee or immediate family member is in the military and is ordered to evacuate. Employee is physically unable, disabled, over the age of 65, or has a condition that makes normal activities of daily living difficult. So from here, we're going to go up to where it says Employee Pre-Emergency Checklist. It's going to pre-populate some information for you. You will need to put a primary phone number, and it's encouraged to put an alternate phone number of someone who would know where you're at. And then you're going to select one of 2 options. Either I understand that I am not exempt from working during an emergency, or I'm submitting an emergency preparedness staffing exemption form for approval from my leader. And then once you've selected the appropriate one, you're going to check this box: I have reviewed and acknowledged understanding of the items listed above, and then click Submit. So that sets you up for the rest of the year, and then next time we need to enroll, it will let you know. You'll get system alerts to let you know that it's time. So I'm going to go back out to the home page of the intranet, and the next space I'm going to go to is Employee Space. Employee Space, you may have to log in again using your credentials, your username, and password for the system. On here, it gives you options to log in to Healthstream, view tax withholdings, your 401k. If you want to request time off, you would do that through here. Review your paychecks. Within your first 30 days, you're going to have to complete your new eligibility benefits as a new hire. If you have a life event, so marriage, birth, or other life events, and you need to modify your benefits, you would go here. Open enrollment, which we have annually for any employees, happens through this open enrollment. And then if you needed to modify your profile for your emergency contact or beneficiaries, you can do that through your edit profile. Below that, we are going to go to our healthy wellness. So you would have heard about this in your general orientation. So any employee who is enrolled in our insurance, you can come through this app to earn points to help you have a decrease in your deductible. If you don't have the Lafayette General Insurance Plan, you can still come in here and track wellness, different doctor's visits, things like that for points, and you can also potentially win different prizes. So it will take about 5 minutes to initially sign up. So you're going to click that sign up button. It's going to open a new tab for you to fill out some information, and then you can start recording all of your activities. We're going to scroll down a little bit further where it says power plan downtime. This is where you would come if you have any scheduled downtime through Cerner, or if there was an unexpected downtime, you come in here on your specific computers in each department, and you can print the power plans that you would need for documentation. Below that, we're going to go to Service Desk. This is where you're going to come if you have any IT, maintenance, or housekeeping requests. So for IT, you're going to click on that IS work order. It's going to open a new tab with for more information as to who's affecting, how's it affecting you, and then you scroll down and it's going to ask for you to give more information. Once you've completed all of that, you're going to press Submit. Then you'll also receive an email letting you know that someone in IT has been assigned the job and the expected fix time. Facilities work order is very similar. If you have any maintenance requests, you come in here, you put your building, your floor, the location or the room number, a description of the issue, how would be best to contact you, and then they'll follow up once that maintenance has been completed. We're going to go back out to the home page, and now we're going to go over to the Journey Junction for J2E. So your first one is your Bright Ideas. The Bright Ideas is a way to promote, track, implement, and reward staff-generated ideas that improve clinical outcomes, increase efficiency, improve employment and engagement and retention, increases satisfaction scores, and/or increases profitability. Making a Difference is an award that recognizes an employee whose passion has propelled him or her to do something ordinary or extraordinary to make a difference in the life of a coworker, patient, customer, or physician, and no minimum amount of years is required. The Standard Setter Award is to recognize employees who consistently model and encourage others to exemplify the service values and behavioral standards that the organization expects of its employees. The service values include supportiveness, etiquette, respect, vibrancy, integrity, communication, and excellence in service delivery, and there is a minimum of 1 year of service. Your Staff Evaluation Manager is where you'll go to do your yearly performance evaluations, usually taking place in the fall. Your Torch Award is to recognize physicians, mid-levels, advanced practice providers who exemplify excellence in service to their patients and staff. Community service is where you can go to see what community service our system is participating in, and to allow you to get volunteer hours through volunteering through the Oxnard Lafayette General System. Your employee preference card is where you're going to go document your preferences so that if someone wants to recognize you, they can or support you for doing a great job, they can go in here and they can look at your preference card with your favorite snacks, music, food, shirt sizes, different ways for them to acknowledge you. Your Endorse app. So if you click on this icon, we're going to go through endorsing someone. So this is a real-time feed that shows different people who have endorsed employees and what they're endorsing them for. So to endorse, you're going to go to the upper right corner, click Endorse. We always want to make sure it's a public announcement so that everyone can see it. The first thing you're going to do is search for an employee. You're going to select what service standards they exemplify. And then you're going to add a message, and we don't want to leave the generic with like a thank you or thanks for all you do. We really want to specify what they did. and then you click Send. Once I've submitted it, it's now going to show up on the public feed to let people know that I've endorsed him. So we're going to go up above that to our announcements. So we do have a few announcements with our reminder of the uniform policy change happening in January. Resources for COVID, we can click that hyperlink and it's going to bring us in to view all of the coronavirus resources we have. And then it also will give information on our regional forums. Above that is a carousel with different information that you can scroll between. Anything that you would like to view, you can click on that link and it would open more information on that. Patient experience scores, you can scroll between the different facilities. This is currently being updated, but it would show the department, where they met for the quarter and where they met for the year to date. Green means that we're meeting goal, yellow means that we have a little bit of work, and red means that we have a little bit more work to get us to that green. Below that would be the president's blog. It gives updates from time to time on what the president has to say from the organization and any communication. You can come in and add comments, but please be mindful that this is work related and that anyone can read it, so we do want to make sure that we stay professional. I'm going to click that Oxnard Lafayette General logo again to bring me back out to the home page. And then also any upcoming events would be filtered in through here as well. So forum dates, things like that. Now we're going to move to the top of the page. So under HR, we have more information on 401k benefits, employee assistance program, contacts and duties for the HR department, discounts and family resources as well. And if you have any questions on N4 or timekeeping, you can click on this and it would give you how-to guides. Next, we have the J2E link. So again, we have our J2E jump drive with more information and other areas for you to go to submit your awards. Departments, we hover over and it shows the different departments that may have specific forms that they need to utilize under here. Next, we're going to go down to policies and then policy manager. Again, if it's the first time you're logging in, you may have to input your username and password for the system. On the left-hand side, you may have competencies that you need to review. This would need to be done within your first 30 days. You would have a competency to review, and then it has the option for you to mark as reviewed. You would have your browse manuals as well, so it would show the different entities. You can click on each entity, and it's going to pull in more information, so you can be specific about patient care, and it's going to pull up all forms related to patient care. Or you have a search menu, just like a browser would allow, like Google, and you would search keywords. From there, it's going to pull up any policy that's related to attendance. I want to view this top one, so I click on it. This is a 5-page policy, so I can go between all 5 pages to review. I also can email it if I need it to email. I can save it to favorites if it's a policy I need to reference quite a bit, or I can press print and print out that policy to review. I'm going to X out of there. The next one I'm going to go over to is incident reporting, and I'm going to click incident reporting. It's going to open with 12 different options for me to pick between. If I'm not quite sure which incident I would pick, I can hover over and it's going to give me more information. Specifically, if this is something that happens to you or to another employee, we would go under employee incident. I'm going to click on the icon that's appropriate, and it's going to open a new form. I'm going to make sure I fill this out completely, and then whenever I'm finished filling it out, I'm going to press my little paper airplane to submit it. It's going to go to the proper resources for them to review, and then they may need to contact me for more information as needed. The next thing I'm going to talk about is under training for Healthstream. So if you're a hired employee coming onto our organization, you're going to go to Healthstream. If you are a contract employee, you're going to go down just a little more to where it says Healthstream for contractors and log in that way. Again, you may have to log in using your username and password. I have the option to go between administrator or student, but I'm going to select my student option. So if you have multiple options, we're going to go in as a student and then click log in. You're going to see a splash screen that comes up. We update this from time to time with information that we need to share with the staff. Please make sure anytime you get the splash screen that you review it thoroughly. Once you've done that, you can click continue, and it's going to pull you into your to-do list. As a new hire, you're going to have quite a few things to complete as your to-do list, and it should usually say something along the lines of OLG new hire, and those would be the ones that you would want to complete first. To view anything that you've already completed, you're going to go to that completed list, and it's going to show you your transcript of everything that has been completed. You do also have the option to print your certificates as needed. For catalog, you're going to come over here, and this allows you to search for different classes. So we always want to start by adding OLG, and I'm looking for the CPR class. When I do that, it's going to show me the first option, OLG CPR. I'm going to click Info. The first thing I need to do is review this OLG BLS CPR pre-course letter, and then it's going to give me the option to preview the different classes. So first I need to click Enroll. So then I need to click my View Pre-Course Letter. I want to click Open. I want to make sure that I open the file, and I need to read this fully. It's going to show me all information, where I need to report, if I need to drop the class, what to expect, my dress code, and then it's also at the bottom going to list all of the different locations. So depending on where you're taking your class, it's going to give me information on where to report. Once I am finished reviewing it, I'm going to close that out, and now I can say mark it as complete. And now I want to choose my class. So I select choose class. Anyone that has a green register means that that class still has open seats for me to register. If it's locked and says full, it just lets me know that that class is full. Something else I need to be mindful of is the location. So this class is happening at Acadia General. So if that's somewhere that I don't feel like I want to travel to, then I would keep looking. As long as you work within our system, you're welcome to take classes at any of our facilities. So I noticed that this class is on August 13th. If that class doesn't work for my schedule, again, I continue scrolling to find a class that works for my schedule. So I want to pay attention to my location, my date and time before I register. So if this class works for my schedule, I'm going to click register. And now it shows that I have been added to this class. If for any reason I realize that that class or location doesn't work for me, there is this red button in the right corner that says unenroll from course. If I click on that, it's going to have me validate that I meant to unenroll, and it's going to remove me from the class for me to go back into the catalog and enroll in a course. Under your profile is where, if you are credentialed, so you have an RN license or any type of license, you would go in here and you would make sure that your licensure is loaded so that any CE paperwork that you complete through Healthstream is uploaded into the system so that you get points, your CE points or CNE points or whatever system you follow. From there, I'm going to go back out to the home page. We've covered majority of the topics that you would need. If you have any questions regarding specifically Infor or benefits, you would reach out to HR. Again, you can get to those people's contacts through the HR tab, and discounts or family contacts and duties list, excuse me. You would go to the contacts and duties list. If you have any questions related to Healthstream or any questions about the homepage of the intranet, you can email healthstream@lgh.org. That goes to the education team, and we would be glad to assist you with any questions you have. Thank you for your attention today.